Hey there everyone, it's Dalpio back again. This isn't a Skullgirls related video. I've been wanting to make one of those for a little bit now. But something big just happened. I rushed home from work, sat down, and immediately started recording because I needed to get this out there to whoever the hell will receive this and listen to it and perhaps engage with the media that I am going to be talking about today. So my favorite manga, maybe ever, Destroy All Humanity, They Cannot Be Regenerated, is getting a translation licensed by Viz. This is amazing. This manga has been out for years at this point, and I've been a fan of it for since maybe like 2021, 2022. I've been a very, very big fan of this manga and own it in Japanese, and I have wanted a translation for many, many years, and I'm really, really happy that there's finally going to be an official translation out for this manga. And I wanted to put it out there just because I think my audience might have some level of crossover with like the people who would really, really love this. And I'm throwing it out there so that if maybe one of you special people out there really loves card games and competing and, romance manga, y'all are going to get hit by this the same way I did and absolutely adore it. So, and I'm also going to link you guys to some of my favorite YouTubers that kind of touch on similar subjects so that you might have some things to engage with to get hype about this manga down the line. Some stuff that I loved and I know people who would also like this manga would really enjoy. So, yeah, and for those of you that aren't aware, Destroy All Humanity is a manga about these two middle school kids. One of them, dude named Hajime, kind of like, the basically the definition of a Chunibyo, like complete fucking dweeb, takes himself way too seriously, enters tournaments under the handle Cloud like Final Fantasy VII. But, kind of the typical guy who likes card games in middle school. I was definitely that guy. And is exposed to his first local game store and his first tournament at a local game store. And Emmy, who has been in the scene for quite a while, who hides her card playing identity from the rest of her normal life outside in society, but it kind of comes into her own when she's playing card games with other people and enjoying that space. And I think it's a really, really interesting manga for people like me who grew up in very, very similar circumstances, going to local game stores every week in middle school and kind of finding yourself through that, and also for people who really love romance manga. I competed in Yu-Gi-Oh for over 6 years, and currently I play other card games, I play Card Fight Vanguard and tournament and things like that, and I really love old school Magic, and I also really love romance manga and competing even to this day. So I think it's a manga that kind of touches on a lot of the things that people who compete really deal with and think about. I think Emmy and Hajime are two like different sides of that same coin and what competing really means for people. And there's a bunch of other characters who have a lot of stuff to say on these topics and really explore the theme of competing and community and what that means for specific people. And I think it's really, really, really awesome. And so, if this at all seems interesting to you, if this is something that really pings your fancy, please, I implore you to check it out. And even if it's something that you don't really know for sure, I think if you read the first like 2 or 3 chapters, it'll really sell you on like whether or not you will really enjoy this manga. So whether that's just at like a Barnes & Noble or something when this drops, or just on the Viz site itself, please check it out and please read maybe the first couple chapters just to see if it's something you really mess with. Because I think if you like those first couple chapters, the rest of the manga will really, really, really be up your speed. So so for those of you who have already either maybe read it or engaged with it before, or want a little bit more info about like some of the retro card game stuff, here are some cool ass videos and stuff I've seen over the years that kind of like ping the same part of my brain. So you have, firstly, this is Lost Worlds, my favorite YouTuber ever, Toya, yeah. He has made a bunch of really amazing videos on the history of Japanese TCGs, starting from Pokemon, going to Monster Collection, and then currently working on Yu-Gi-Oh! It is obviously not a series related to Magic, but it really highlights the specific era and specific like zeitgeist around TCGs, especially in Japan at the time. And a lot of that information is not stuff that's super readily available in the West. So this is an amazing series. And also, if you just really enjoy learning about tournaments and learning about how this kind of community and even like type of game came around, it's something that I think you'll really, really enjoy watching. So any of these, you can watch honestly any of these videos at any point in time. They're really, really cool. And I really recommend them. I'll link them down below. And same for Pretty Dece, a series made by John Corpora when he was working at TCG Player. this is definitely Magic related, and there are a couple of videos here that discuss, current understanding current Magic design or current cards, but a lot of it touches on the history of Magic cards and how Magic the game, but also Magic the tournament scene kind of came to be and how it exists in the current space that we have. So we have like how DFC cards were made, the history of the Pro Tours, some of John's favorite matches ever played, analyses of sets, of specific games. And I think my favorite video by far is the exploration of 1998 Standard, or Exodus Standard, which is a really, really amazing format and really interesting to learn about, because it kind of touches upon a lot of these like fundamental concepts that we play in Magic right now. And if you're interested in any of his current stuff, John also swapped over to this channel, Thick Basilisk Lore, and he is currently making videos under the same under this banner. And the first Pro Tour examination is out now, and this other kind of more one-off video that's really, really interesting. If you like John Boys, you'll actually love the way he makes his videos on the Pro Tours. The last thing I'll say is, if you're at all interested, if you've read the manga, maybe you've seen these videos, and you're interested in maybe playing Magic in the way that they did in this manga, you are interested in pre-modern MTG. Pre-modern is a format that encompasses all of the different standards, basically all of them that are played in the series, and it is if you want to play with any of the decks you see within the manga when you're reading it, or if any of these matches seem like really, really interesting, I would really, really, really recommend getting a bunch of bulk Magic cards. You can literally go to any local game store and just get a whole box, like a row of 100 for like quarters, right? And just print out some proxies, or play on Cockatrice, right? Or any of the online Magic formats, or online Magic simulators, right? And just run some games of pre-modern. All of the decks that you see, all the decks you see in the manga are going to be represented here, and it's my favorite Magic format by far. And I was exposed to it through reading the manga, through a friend of mine recommending me to do something very, very similar. So yeah, I just wanted to put it out there that this manga is getting translated, and that I'm really, really passionate about it. I'm definitely going to be buying the physical volumes when they come out, and I'm really, really happy for the creator, who I know it's been really, really difficult getting this manga licensed in America due to, it being about a property. But yeah, I'm really excited to kind of see how the reception is in America, and to discuss the manga with hopefully more people. And yeah, I think that's everything. So I've been Doppio. Hopefully more content to come about SG and other related topics after the balance patch. Fingers crossed. But yeah, take care, everyone. Have a great rest of your day, and this is Doppio signing off. Take care.